Good afternoon, vinyl community. North Carolina vinyl picker here with number 5. Show number 5 of my 50 records and 50 days. Cano. Now, I was told that these guys are I know they're a prog band, but I just wanted to know if they are Canadian or if they're from France or out there from Quebec, maybe. Anybody out there know? Larry Graves, are you out there? You watching my show? Just wanted to know. Or Rachel? You guys ever heard of this band before? Let me know in the comment section below. And welcome. Today, like I said, is number 5. And it's the 5th show. I'm going to be doing 50 shows. And that's, if it take me that long, it might just take me like 35 to 50, somewhere in there. But I'm hoping to get this wrapped up here probably by the end of the month. Right now, we're still in the C's. If you've watched the previous 4 shows, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But today we start off with, this would be number 201 in my record collection. And we're only in the C's, so we'll see how long this takes us. Okay, how about Caravan? Since we're in the C's, in the land of the gray and the pink. This album's been in my collection for a long time. I've loved this album for a long time. Had it on CD. I'm glad to have it back on vinyl. It went out with the big purge back in the 90s when everybody went to CDs. And it's on that London label. People out there know Caravan. They're a great Canterbury band. Progressive rock with some jazz influences. How about Plump in the Night? Yep, this is the one that came in. It came in broken. I got credit for it. I was really disappointed. And it's a promo. What happened was the guy sent me another copy. He had 2 copies. And here's the other one. And this is the promo on this one as well. And on the back here, it's got the promo sticker on the back. These are in London Records. The Girls That Grow Plump in the Night. Another great Caravan album. How about Caravan and the New Sympathy? This is a live recording with Caravan with an orchestra. This one here is also on that London Records. Yeah, another great album. If you're into Caravan, then you definitely would love this one as well. How about Cunning Stunts? There's another Caravan album. There's only a few more I'm looking for. They're not real easy to find. I found this one in a antique mall here in North Carolina, and it was $10. I think I paid for this one. But these records are, I mean, the Dogs at St. Bastian's, I think that's the other, there's another album I'm looking for, and Waterloo Lily. And if I get those 2, that pretty much will take care of my Caravan. But those 2 their albums are just they're real high, they're real expensive. I was lucky to find this one. I'm gonna put these down. Make some room here for Carlos. Here's Carlos Santana and Buddy Miles live. Haven't listened to this one yet, but I'm looking forward to listening to it. It's been in my collection for a little while. It's in good shape. It's in that 360 Columbia. So, yeah, Carlos Santana. And I heard, was it night before last, he fell off the stage? No, he didn't fall off the stage. He collapsed on the stage. And it was heat exhaustion. I guess he's back. Took a few days off from the tour, and he's back up and running. So, these guys aren't spring chickens anymore. These old rockers, that's for sure. Here's another Carlos Santana. This is the Mahavishnu with John Lennon. Can't talk today. John McLaughlin. Love, Devotion, and Surrender. This is when they both joined up with, or Carlos joined with John in this religious cult. I'm not sure how that washed out, but you can read about it on. Just Google it. You know what they say about everything. Google it. Carly Simon, her first album. I have 2 copies of this. This one here is the Quadra disc. I found this one here at a record show here in North Carolina. I was glad to pick this one up. Has the song "That's the Way I've Always Heard It Should Be." I like Carly Simon. I have quite a few of her records. You'll see them here, and only here on my top 1,000 records or whatever it's going to be. Here's another copy of Carly. This is an import, and this is manufactured in the UK, so that's why we're keeping this one. If I run across imports and I already have another record of it, I'm going to usually probably keep the import and get rid of the US release. But in this case, it's a Quadra disc. Anticipation, Carly Simon has that hit song, Anticipation. Oh, here's the famous No Secrets album with You're So Vain. Who did she write that song about? Was it James Taylor? Was it Mick Jagger? Or was it Warren Beatty? Write your comments in the section below. Let me know who you think it was. Playing Possum. Quadra disc, another Quadra disc. Carly Simon, the best of Carly Simon. Another Passenger, another import. This is another UK pressing. Boys in the Trees. I can remember when I was in the service, I had this one on cassette and used to listen to it quite a bit. Another great album. It's got You Belong to Me on here. That's her duet she did with Michael McDonald. It's another great album. What a great voice. And here's the album Spy. Some of these later ones I've been trying to pick them up if I see them and listen to them. I like my ladies. Carly's one of them. Here's another one. Everybody had this record back in the day. Carole King's Tapestry. It was real popular and has lots of hits on here. I Feel the Earth Move, So Far Away, It's Too Late. It's just one of those albums that's a perfect album. Okay, we're going to get into our Cat Stevens now. Mona Bowden, Jack Cohn. And this album here, Peter Gabriel's actually on this record. He contributes to the flute as Peter would. Then we got the T for the Tillerman. Probably his big breakout album in the United States. I can remember listening to this in a little coffee house that we used to go to on Saturday nights and drink coffee and stuff. And there was other things going on there as well. But anyway, that's what. They had Bible study, and it was in the bottom of a church, and there was coffee involved, and there was other things involved too. But my mom thought it was a place to go to get some religion and some drinks and coffee. So it's all good as long as that's what mom thought it was for. So other things, I'm just saying, other things went on there. We won't get into those today. Use your own imagination on that one. It was the 70s. Every album seems to have a story, doesn't it? How about this one? Cat Stevens, Teaser to Fire Cat. Another great Cat Stevens albums. Catch Bullet 4, another good album by Cat Stevens. It's got Sitting, The Boy with a Moon and a Star in his Head. One of my favorite Cat Stevens albums. We got Foreigner. This album come out in a blue cover too. If anybody out there knows why it came out in blue and then came out in white, let me know. But I'm on the hunt for the blue one, and I put it in my collection. I like oddities like that. But I've seen it a few times, but I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it. But I'll find one eventually. They're out there. It's kind of a Robin Blue. Buddha in the Chocolate Factory. Another Cat Stevens great album. Just listened to this one the other day. How about Numbers? Is another good one. I'm only missing a couple of his records as well, and I'll be having a complete collection of the early Cat Stevens albums. Back to Earth. His final album he did for a while, and then he became a Muslim, and then he didn't record music for a long time, and then recently he's been redoing his albums, and he made some albums under Yusef, but I haven't really heard any of those, and I have heard where he redid Teaser and the Fire Cat, I believe, and I wasn't real crazy about it. I just soon have the original, and this here is a promo of Back to Earth. How about this band, Chase? Progressive rock band. They have a couple albums I have of theirs. Put them right here next to each other. Show them at the same time. They're a good outfit. They've made some good records. This first one here is a UK press, I believe. This one here. That's a UK press. I think that one is just self-titled. They made more than 2 records. This one here is called ENNEA. Enea? Not real sure. Progressive rock outfit. How about this band here? A lot of people out there will know Chicago Transit Authority, or they just know them as Chicago. But on their first album, they were known as Chicago Transit Authority. They got sued, or they got told to disinvolve the name of the Chicago Transit Authority, because there already was one in Chicago, of course, where the subways run and stuff. So so on their next album, they had to shorten their name to Chicago, and this is their second album. It's another double album, and then they came out with Chicago 3, another double album. Chicago 4. And the big boy, Chicago Live at Carnegie Hall. Great album. Great 4 albums, I should say. But today we're just going to use it as one album. It's one of my 50 for today. And then we're going to move into Chick Corea. This is put in upside down. As you can tell, there's some water damage to this record. We're going to take the time here to put it in correctly. So that way, when I put it away, and I picked this up for $1 at a record store here close by the house. He had a big selection of, he still does, of dollar records. And I saw the ECM. I said, that's going home with me. ECM pressings always sound great. And this one here was clean as a whistle. It's just the cover. And what does Stoner say? Yeah, you don't play the cover. So there you go. How about Chick Corea, My Spanish Heart? Found this album up in Norfolk. I was up there visiting my daughter. She's in the service. And went to a dollar store, a thrift store. And they had the whole bin of records for $1. And I paid $1 for this one. This is a double album. My Spanish Heart. Touchstone. Just added this to the collection about 2 weeks ago. Was up here in Lenoir, North Carolina, and found this album for $5. So I already played it. Sounds great. I love me some Chick Corea. Rest in peace. How about the Chick Corea Electric Band? He went electric and had a little jazz outfit for. Well, he was jazz, but this was more like fusion jazz. And he made several albums. Here's another one. This one here is called Light Years. You can usually pick these up in record stores for like $5. Any of that fusion jazz. I'm going to shift gears a little bit and show you Chris Hillman. We're still in the Seas. Desert Rose. This one here is a sealed copy. I think I paid all of $1 or $2 for it. I've seen it, and I know Chris Hillman from the Byrds. So I said, oh, it's got to be good. Haven't listened to it yet. Haven't cracked it open. How about Chris Squire, Fish Out of Water? Promo. I gave my other copy to Stoner. I sent it to him in the big box. Didn't need it anymore. Don't need more than one copy of Fish Out of Water. There's a promo. Sounds incredible, as promos always do. There wasn't any flaws on this here. Got this off of eBay. Paid very little for it. I was happy to get it. The legendary Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac, her first solo album. Found this one in a antique mall here, close by. Christine McVie's second solo album. I don't think she's made a third. She did do one with Lindsey Buckingham a few years back. I have that on CD. But I like all eras of Fleetwood Mac. Then we're going to move into Clannad. You hear me talking about Clannad every once in a while. I'll mention Moya Brennan and her solo effort. But Clannad, the band, is an Irish band. They started off doing folk music. They do Gaelic music, and I wouldn't say it's progressive, but they've done songs. They did a couple songs with Bono from U2, and they've did the soundtrack for right up there. They were The Last of the Mohicans with Daniel Day-Lewis. They did the song from that. So that's a song that you might recognize them from. But this is one of their earlier stuff. This has Robin Hood, the Haunted Man. How about Macalla? There's a great Clannad album. These are really superb albums. Anybody hasn't heard of Clannad, give them a listen. Give this one a listen, or give the one that has Bono on it. I'm not sure if I have that one or not. Great band. Never seen them live, but my friend in Jersey did. He saw them live. I was able to find this in a lifetime. Here's a song she did with Bono right here. So some of you people probably have heard this song before. Might not recognize who she was, who did it, who did the song, but it's with Bono. And I'm lucky enough to have two of these. I found one up in St. Augustine when I lived in Florida, and then I found another copy. I'm not sure where I found the second one. I know where I found the first one, but I don't know where I found the second one at. But these are pretty rare. And to have two of them I'm going to keep them in my collection. I'm not going to be purging those. How about In the Lifetime? This one here I picked up not too long ago at Barnes & Noble, and it's a collection of all their greatest hits, basically, and then at the end there's a couple of new songs on here. and they've stopped touring. They did their final tour, and they're done. They're not going to be making any new music. They've lost a few members of the band over the years. Moya with her uncles and her brother, I believe, were in the band, and then her sister, Moya's sister, is Anya, and you might know her from doing her new age music. This is a nice piece to have. Kind of wraps up their career. Colin Scott, as you can see up here, I listened to this the other day again for Peter Gabriel, Phil Collins, Peter Hamill, John Anderson, Rick Wakeman, and Bob Fripp were on this album. Pretty incredible that Colin Scott, who you probably have no idea who he is, would know all these people that put him on his record. This album came out in 1971. So this would have been about the time of Nursery Crime and King Crimson, Court of the Crimson King, a few years maybe after that. Phil Collins was just joining Genesis at that point. Rick Wakeman was doing, what was he doing in 71? The Yes album. So, and Peter Hamill, of course, was Vandergraaf Generator. They were all on this record. The record is really good. It's not heavily progressive. It's good. It's like folk rock, and but it's really nice. It's a nice listen. If you get a chance, maybe you can stream it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm glad to have it. I used to have it years ago, and I'd have it again. Coliseum 2. Gary Moore's jazz fusion out with John Heisman from Coliseum. The original Coliseum. This Coliseum 2. They did 3 albums. I have 2 of them. Electric Savage and then War Dance. 2 great albums. If you like jazz fusion, try to find these 2. I think you won't be disappointed. And that wraps up today's 50. I did it in 22 minutes. I'm trying to keep these all at 20 minutes. I did find some things yesterday. I'm not going to divulge what they are, but there were 5 really good records. Well, 4 really good records, and then one of them that was a little bit different. It's going to need some. It's going to need some more listening to. I don't know. The Psychedelic Derek, I think, was showing that record there, and so when I seen it in the yesterday at the antique store, I said, "Oh man, Psychedelic Derek, he has that record. He pulled that record." So I got it, and they sound like the Partridge Family or the Cowsills. It's power pop or something. But anyway, I picked it up, and I'll give it another listen, see what they're all about. But everybody out there, you have a great rest of your day, and stay safe out there, and God bless our troops. And we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll go from 250 to 300. Wow, it'll be show number 6 already. And then we're going to be getting into the D's tomorrow. It looks like we're going to be in the D's. Wow, we're moving right along. We're going to finish up the C's, and we'll be into the D's. So we'll get that done tomorrow. So then we'll be up to 250 records. So as of today, and then tomorrow we'll be up to 300. So it'll be 300 records that are in my collection. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care, and we'll be talking to you soon. North Carolina Picker out.